for like 2 minutes and then be like, we'll announce next week. But
come on, dude, we've got such huge things to announce. Like,
yeah, I don't think I can do it. I don't think we can do
today,
it.
it was, well, no, I mean, like, it was like I was gonna announce, if you're cool with it.
Yeah,
I think we
dude.
talked about today. It was like a really nice 80 degrees here
That's
and
a huge
sunny.
announcement.
So it
It's
was,
a
yeah.
huge announcement. My announcement is I tuned my guitar without realizing you guys could hear me. That's my big announcement. Yeah.
Well, that's some big stuff.
Yeah.
I
Yes.
guess that's it for the day. I mean, thanks for tuning in, everyone. I hope that was great.
Yeah, we'll see you
All right.
next time. That's the bit now. I can't do it. I'm not that mean. See, let it be known that Sarah Moody she's mean. She's mean, and I'm nice.
I just can't do things with a straight face
She's
usually.
evil. She's just, man, she's chaotic, as the kids say.
Yeah.
Make sure that this has my
We do have a really big, for real this time, really big announcement, massive, gigantic, monumental announcement.
Shout out.
So huge. Drum roll. It is Zykar's birthday. So everyone say happy birthday.
There you go. Happy birthday. Happy B-Day. Cool. All right.
We have some, I think though, Jason, we were talking before, maybe there's a couple other things we have.
Mm-hmm. I think we do have a couple.
We probably a couple.
Yeah.
You said you got some video, right? You said, like somebody made a video, or do you want to do that later?
Let's start. No, I think we can start with the video. I think that'd be fun. Then we can go into why we're showing that video. Okay.
Buddy.
No, yeah.
Somebody Jason knows. It's not a big deal, really. Somebody you know.
No, a friend of mine wanted to send a message, so I'm going to share that, and then we'll talk about what this message was for. So let's do it. Let me see if I can share my screen.
Dude, I don't even know what you're going to show.
No clue. All right, let me make sure everything here. Discord. Okay, hold on. For me to do this, I don't know. Discord is so weird. Every time it does updates, you have to re-allow everything. Give me a second. I'll be back. I swear I'll be back. This is not one of those. I'm not doing the thing where it's like, we got you. I promise I'll be back.
Well, guess it's just me. So, yeah, how's everyone's Friday going? Can't wait for the weekend, huh? Good.
I'm back.
Why aren't you in a formal attire? Wait, today's a formal attire day?
How are you still in? Now it says, okay, this is weird. Now it says, maybe someone can help me with this. It says video chat isn't available for more than 25 users. How are you doing video chat though?
Both pirate and fancy attire day. Wait, today is fancy attire day and pirate day. That seems like they would clash. Wait, say that again, Jason.
What are you talking about? Same thing. Pirate. Those are the same thing.
Fancy attire, dude. I wouldn't.
Dude, have you seen a pirate? They're definitely fancy attire. Petticoats, ruffled undergarments.
Not compared to like aristocracy. Yeah, that doesn't look fancy. Slow turtle.
All right. Let's see if this will work now. I'm going to share my video, share my screen. Tell me if this comes through.
Okay, can everyone see?
This message is for all of you amazing, awesome Gabriel and the Guardians investors and partners. I just want to take a second to tell you how personally stoked I am about this project, how excited I am to be a part of it. Specifically that I get to, portray the character of
Trundlehuff.
One of the
Trundlehuff.
so badass. Listen, I think you all know, which is why you have shown interest and passion for this project. It is awesome. It is tapping into the zeitgeist. It's tapping into anime, and it's tapping into spirituality. It's tapping into so many things that I think people are really yearning for, hungry for. So yeah, so glad that you're a part of this journey. So glad I'm a part of this journey. Let's go make some magic.
Oh, that video. Oh,
That video.
that video. Well, that's fun.
Yeah.
So who was that guy?
Is it still showing, or am I not showing anymore?
Are you there?
Yeah. I lost my video again. Dude, Discord is so funky. Is it still sharing screen?
Oh, no.
Okay, good. That's all I was trying to do, but then it kicked me off video at the same time. Anyway, stream ended. What's that mean?
I think people are still here. Are people still here? Maybe it just means your video ended?
That's okay. There was a okay, everybody's still here. The video's done. Okay. And I think it's going to let me put on my camera again. All right. We're good. All right. Yeah, so now you guys know Zach is definitely a part of this project. We wanted to keep who he's playing a secret for now. Some of you guys may guess. I'm sure this will become fun debate over the next few months while we figure out how and where we announce officially. Could be, I see some guesses there.
So this is very much, I like, yeah, Godal. That's right. That's it.
Yeah.
This is, yeah, very much like a sneak peek, because we're not announcing this officially yet, like Jason said. So this is a pre-announcement.
I got special permission from Zach to share this with you guys only. So just so you guys know, like, he was like, yeah, 100%. Like, let's do it. Go ahead and share the video. So why did he make that video? Well, that's what leads us to the other announcements. So some of you guys probably know we've been trying to find a way. We're an indie production, independent. We raised money through fans when we first partnered with Angel. We did a crowdfund and raised enough money to do a pilot, and then raised a little bit more money to do some pre-production on episodes. We got through episode like 4 of pre-production, and then like a little bit of some storyboards and stuff for episode 5 and 6, I think, something like that. But that was as far as we were able to get.
Well, that was a while ago, and then we had some things. We had some positive things happen.
Yeah, that was a while ago, and in the meantime, we did a partnership, as we talked about, with Rippaverse and Penguin, Random House, and the whole time we've been working behind the scenes with some partners, people like Zach and some other people, executive producers, to help us take what we made, take the episode, and get it in front of people who could help us raise the money to do the rest of the season. And so,
Studios, of course.
yeah. And so we are funded. That's the big news, that we are funded. We have, yeah.
Go ahead. You go ahead.
No, please, you have.
I was going to say, well, not only are we ramping up again, but we have an exciting adjustment to the way that the first 4 episodes come out. Jason, you want to talk about that?
Yeah. So as we were talking about what's the best way, what if we could do this the way we want to do it, and if we were to, what's the best way to really bring Gabriel and the Guardians to a wider audience. We started looking at what would it look like, what would it be like to take the first few episodes, take the pilot that we have, and use the other, like episodes 2 through 4, and turn that into a feature film, and do a feature story, that basically an animated movie that would launch the franchise, and then we would do a season after the movie comes out. And so that's currently the strategy. Now it could change, but that is what we've agreed upon. And the way that we're going to move forward right now is we've shifted into, we're taking the pilot and we're going to expand the pilot into a 80-ish minute movie, that we will have a release. We don't know exactly what kind of release. Definitely it'll be an Angel. We've got, I don't mind saying, we're talking with Crunchyroll still. And I think that certainly there's a possibility that there could be some kind of limited theatrical release potentially. So I think that
nothing's set yet, but we're hoping.
Yeah, but this it'll feature obviously Gabriel and Nock and Namaya, and we'll tell the story. It will continue the story that you guys have already seen. If you've seen the pilot, it's going to sort of tell the first story, picking up. It'll include the pilot, and then you're going to see another basically 3 episodes worth of content. And that, and it'll also, we've kind of retooled parts of it, particularly the opening, to include the character that Zach will be playing. So it's gonna be really cool. We're very excited.
It's pretty fun. It's pretty fun. We've been I'm actually been working on the feature, on the script, which is really just kind of re-editing the episodes to kind of fit together and more of like a movie format. Jason, what do you think about sharing, like just showing them like the first 2 pages of the script?
Well, I wouldn't do that because we just said who is playing the character. That's
Oh,
right. Like, it's surprise. We'll show you the first 2 pages.
All right, sorry.
But I will also say that we're I think that I've read the script. It's very good. I'm really excited about it. I think it's going to have all the things that this Discord likes so far. It's going to have Michael. It's going to have Gadol. It's going to have obviously Nock and Namaya and Gabriel, Zion, and they all, I would say, play. Yes, Ashma. At this stage, there's a small part for Ashma, and so, which I'm excited about. Actually, that was. David? Can we share this? There was a scene that. There's an action sequence that included one character, and I said, hey, you know what? Ashma has become this like really popular kind of fun character in the Discord. What if we swapped it out and made that Ashma? And you were like, yeah, 100%. Like, let's do it.
It was super hard though. It took a lot of work. I had to hit Command F, type in the name of the character that was in there, and then replace with Ashma.
I was impressed that you knew that much about computers to do that.
Yeah.
So
I was
like, this is the right guy.
YouTube, man. Like, you just go on YouTube and you say, "Show me computer."
Yeah. Yeah. So no, I'm excited about that. I think that Gadol has a big role. It's cool. It's gonna be good.
It's gonna be fun. There's gonna be some epic battles, more battles with monsters, more battles with giants. it's it's gonna be it's gonna be exciting. I mean, it's exciting.
Timelines. They're asking
It's
timelines.
yeah.
So now, obviously, things can change. If you know anything about, I've learned that this is you know, a bit of a topsy turvy industry. But currently, the schedule that we are on would have us potentially completing production of the feature film mid to late next summer, and then hopefully release around this time next year, September or October of next year. That's if everything goes without a hitch, which usually there are hitches, but that gives you a
extremely tentative. Yeah.
yeah. So yes, that it's like, I know we've been waiting for a while. We've been waiting, and I'm sure some of you guys are like, wait, really? I assumed we'd have episode 2 here soon, and it's like, yeah, that we hope that too. But this is where we're at. And so we are in production. We are technically we're back in pre-production. So we're doing some production things for the feature.
Well, we've been working on pre-production, but we're gonna ramp up. We're ramping up right now. So
yes.
like we're ramping up. We're bringing on artists. We're talking to we actually Jason and some other people are in Ohio, building up a studio in Ohio. And I'm gonna be coming up there frequently, and then we also talk to some other studios, some other artists, and we're just
So
lots and lots of things going on right now.
yeah. So what this is
We
about
had a
us.
little bit of a lull there, and things are moving again.
Yeah, what this has allowed us to do is launch our own studio. We want to continue to be a new indie production, and this is allowing us to sort of launch our own studio. Actually, Colossul Studios will have a literal place here in the Columbus area, and we're hiring artists. We're hiring. We're bringing back our head of story, Chris Parker, who's been hopping in the Discord here or there and sharing things. And no, I mean, I'm really excited. The dream has always been to be able to do a studio, and so David will be here a lot. We'll be, let's see, people are asking, should we get, I'm not. We'll probably be at Columbus at GalaxyCon Columbus doing something. I'm not sure what voice actors are going to be there, but I talked to the guys that run it, and they want to give us a spot. So we'll probably might show the episode, screen the episode again, the pilot, and then show like episodes maybe 2 and 3 or something as animatics. And so there were some questions around like, well, okay, then what's that mean for episode 2? What's that mean for episode 3? So what that means is episode 1, where we are taking what was episodes 2, 3, and 4 roughly, and we're taking that story and we're turning it into a feature film. And it was cool because David had already kind of written it in a way that it lent itself well to a sort of 3-act feature story. And so it just made sense. It was like, look, there's a clear beginning, middle, and end point for that story. That makes a great movie. And what that basically means is that what would have been episode 5 is going to be the new episode 1. In what will be the season. So we're actually funded to do the movie and then a season, 9-episode season. So that's what we're actually going into production for.
Yeah.
So not just so if you guys were like, oh great, we're only getting actually it's both. We're doing the movie and we're funded to do 9 episodes. The season will come out after the movie comes out.
Yeah, I mean, really what we're talking about is just like a format change. So like we're doing, like we've always talked about 13 episodes. We're doing 13 episodes. We're just rejiggering the format for episodes 1 through 4. So it's more of like more of like kind of like a story that can launch into the next 9 episodes. So yeah. And we've heard your feedback on Sildud, and he is cut. Terrible.
Gone.
Terrible character. So that guy's gone. So I'm glad that you guys. Just kidding.
Yeah, my show. Okay, yeah, what else? What else do we got? Oh, okay. So what does that mean about the current episodes 2, 3? So that's something that we talked about doing is going ahead and showing the current episode 2 animatic, which is going to be very different than what it ends up being in the movie. But because it's going to be a while,
not too much different though. I mean, it's like different, but basically the same, like very similar. I would say
similar, but
similar,
um,
different
but
pacing, you know. But yeah,
but what we want to do is, show that animatic. We've shown it at a few different places, and so we want to show it to you guys. And so next Friday, I believe, is someone correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe next Friday we will be doing a special showing of episode 2, the current animatic, the 26th. So whatever that is, yeah, that's next Friday, right?
yeah, that'd be 7 days from the 19th is 26th.
Yeah. So mark your calendars, come with your popcorn, because we're all going to watch episode 2 of Gabriel and the Guardians that will never actually see the light of day. This version, most likely, not the one that we're about to show. So you guys are going to be some of the few. Once this thing goes out there and we become, the next big thing, you guys will be like, well, we got to see something that no one else has seen. And so, yeah, I think it's a good episode. It's currently one of my favorite episodes, and that's why I'm excited that it's in the movie. And I think you guys will like it. And yeah, we'll continue to try to make this Discord a place that is really fun and a place worth coming and hanging out while we wait. While we make this movie, we'll be showing you guys a lot. I mean, you guys know how I am. I show probably too much for some people's taste. So get ready because we're going to be making a movie. Oh no. We're going to be making a movie, and I'm going to be trying to share as much of that process with you guys as possible. So hopefully that makes this Discord really fun and cool, and you guys get to see what it's like to make a movie and a TV show and card game. There is talks about a card game actually. So
I think too. I think like once we get the offices like opened up, it would be it'd be fun to do some like live streams from the office and maybe just show some of the like when we get together to go over beat boards. It might be fun to show a little bit of that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
just behind the scenes as it's happening.
Sure. Tell them what we're doing after the screening of episode 2. I don't remember.
What are we doing after?
Someone message me on the side, text me. Someone tell me what's going on. You.
There's a challenge, Jason.
There's a challenge.
That was another joke. We were pretending like we didn't know.
What? And the challenge is, I'm trying to see it. I know it's coming to me. This is me using my binoculars to look in the.
I don't know what you're looking at. That should be like you're looking at your screen. I don't know what you're seeing there.
Yeah.
It was a table read.
It's a challenge. It's a great challenge. Oh, that's right. I did know that. Yes. So the challenge. We're gonna so like we did the table read for episode 1, we want to show you guys episode 2, and then we're gonna do the same thing that we did with episode 1, where we're gonna cast it and have the fans do a table read of episode 2. Because you guys all seemed to like that the last time. So yeah, really fun stuff. I'm gonna get in trouble from Hope later. I'm sure she's just gonna be like, "You shot that." We all actually work for Kahari, so yeah.
Will we be redoing the first episode? No.
No, but there will be some changes, little things. We got to go back into the composites and make some little shifts. But for the most part, we're just going to try to use the footage as best we can that we have, so that we can focus on making new content.
Yeah, it'll be. Yeah, I mean, if you look at it really closely, compare it, you'll see a few differences, but it's going to be like 95% the same.
Yeah, and we got really good feedback on the pilot episode in terms of just the look. We got really lucky. We honestly, the Lord opened up some crazy doors, and we were able to get very high quality animation for independent prices, to be honest. And so luckily, when we've shown that episode in theaters, it looks really good, actually. Like the it looks really good. It blows up well, I guess is a way to say it. It goes big very, very well, looks good on a big screen. So
Yeah, it does. And the colors are great in the theaters. It's fun.
person
Fun stuff.
said, question, what is the feature movie gonna be about? Is
Mm.
it like a prequel story retelling of the it's also, are we going to get to see Aya in some way? That is the father. We won't get to see the son until season 5. So no, it's not a prequel story, although we will be doing a little bit of telling,
Oh,
right, the paradox,
there's like a little 5 minute
yeah,
thing.
thing that
Yeah.
kind of tells the Paradise Lost. I think we frame it really well. I think, David, you've done a good job of framing it very well. But it is really a knock Namaya and Gabriel movie.
Yes.
Yeah, it is. It is. It is going to, the promise of episodes 1 and 2. So you guys will get to see episode 2 next week. The movie is going to continue, like it'll finish that story. What you see next week, what's laid out in episode 1, and then told a little bit more in episode 2. The movie will tell the rest of that story, and then it'll kind of open up the door for a bigger adventure at the end of that movie.
That's right.
Will there be a movie each season? Honestly, I like that idea. I think it's a fun
It's fun. Yeah.
that a lot of anime do. And you know, we're inspired by anime. We like what a lot of what that does, and I think that especially if we can do well with the first movie, I think that it could definitely create a model where we like do a season and then do a movie and then do a season and do a movie. I think that could be.
It's really going to depend. I mean, being totally honest here, it's going to depend on how the first one's received. And again, we don't know exactly how it's going to be released right now.
Yeah.
But if everyone loves that, then we'll probably do more.
Yeah.
And if people are like, just episodes are cool, we'll see. We'll see. Like it's a lot of it. I mean, kind of like what we're doing here in the Discord is we're going to be getting, audience reaction, audience feedback, and we'll see what people want.
Yeah. Yeah, I think the movie is going to do well. I mean, I think at the very least, I think that it's a good story, and I think that if we can get the right support in terms of marketing it and putting it where it needs to be, I think people are going to really like it, and I think we're poised to. Yeah, I think we're poised to have what I would think is a bit of a hit.
Yeah, I mean, I think that the way that we're doing this, we have a good chance of success for what it is because the way these things are measured is by how much they cost, and we have worked very, very hard to keep our costs down.
Yeah, yeah. So, let's see. Is there anything else? So the studio is that's a fun thing. Very exciting for us. Um, Zach Levi coming on, being an exec. He's going to be an executive producer aside from playing a Trundlehoof, and
Arms.
yeah, 6 arms.
Yeah, he's actually. You know what's weird? We didn't say this, Jason, but we should probably explain. He's going to be live action in the show, not animated.
Yeah, that's true.
So
He'll be the
it's one
only
of the
live
twists
action character.
that yeah.
It's like a reverse Roger Rabbit movie.
Yeah, where reverse Robert.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see. Is there any other questions? I'm curious. How did that meeting occur with Zach? It's funny. I messaged Zach on Instagram, and that's for
Jason
real.
being Jason.
The same way you guys have heard this story many times. I messaged him on Instagram, and he responded and was like, "Dude, this looks very cool." And I slid right into those DMs, and he was like, "Dude," he responded. He was like, "Dude, this is actually really cool." And then we met at he was like a few weeks later, he was actually in Columbus at GalaxyCon, and so I went and met him, and we chatted, and yeah, the rest is history. Another another example of, you know what, if you've got an idea and you just believe in it, like I guess I just am like, why not? Who knows? You never know. Give it a try. And that's gotten me relatively far, actually, surprisingly.
It's incredibly far, ridiculously far.
Yeah.
I mean, like, yeah, it's crazy. You like, but you gotta take that with the number of no's and closed doors and all that. Like, it's persistence. What was it? The Ray. Did anyone see the movie The Founder with about like the founding of McDonald's, like the chain, and like
Ray Kroc.
Ray Kroc, and like, I'm not gonna say anything about the person, but what he says at the end is that the way that he had success was through persistence, and I would say that's very true. That is the key. Jason is extremely persistent.
Let's see. Someone asked a question. Oh, yes, Abigail, that was a joke. It will be fully animated, and I think you guys will be excited to see what character Zach plays. You may already have an inkling of who it is. I just don't want to. We don't want to say it or confirm anything until we've come up with this. These things are usually done in a certain way that like gets press, right? And so I think that's what he'd like to do, is really announce it officially, and it'll be covered by some trades and things. So and we need to get Angel. So it's still we're still going to be on Angel. The feature will be on Angel, and I don't know if they'll want to put it in theaters. They have a really great theatrical strategy. It may fit that. It may not. We don't know. They may go, no. We'd rather just put this, like Netflix did with K-pop Demon Hunters. They just put it right on. They put it right out on streaming. Then it did really well, and then they decided to put it in the theaters for a weekend. So I'm not too worried about that. I mean, I think it'll play fine on a big screen. We'll probably do some kind of limited, even if it's just a handful of theaters. I mean, we'll probably figure out a way to get it in some theaters, but in terms of a wider distribution, I don't know. It's a new IP, and so that can be a little bit risky to go through everything of what it takes to put a movie in theaters, and then it can be it can be a long shot.
Yeah, we'll see what happens, but it'll at least be on Angel, for sure. Just think of it this way: it'll at least be on Angel, and maybe more.
Yes, card game. So I have the beginnings of a card game idea. It's less. I mean, I've talked about it on here before. It's less of an actual I've focused less on like what is the actual game and the actual story of the game or the gameplay, and more around the technical. My idea was like I created a demo for an AR hybrid card game that you play with real cards, but you also have an app, so you'd play through AR, so you'd kind of play with a tablet in front of you, and it would augment the actions and the different things. And the idea for that was a little bit somewhere in between Dungeons and Dragons and like the game Dominion, if you've ever played Dominion. with like a little
Dominion's
bit.
super fun.
Dominion's super fun. And so it'd be a little bit RPG and a little bit of like that card stacking game style game. But who knows? Like, I think that there are a lot of different ways to do that. I think that over the next, I know that one of our executive producers had a contact with a card game company that she said she thought would be interested in talking with us, and I would love to talk with the fans and hear what kind of games you guys would like. So maybe we come up with a time to just get on and chat card games. I'd love to hear what kind of card games you guys like, and what would a satisfying Gabriel and the Guardians card game look like.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Maybe we could do some polls or something too on just like what are everyone's favorite card games.
Yeah.
It'd be fun to do some stuff, get some data.
So I think you guys probably knew that things were, I've been putting more art up. Things have been happening because we've been working on stuff. So that's why. So that's only going to increase. More and more stuff's going to be, I think we'll be able to put in here as we're working, and without spoilers or anything. I think we can show cool stuff, and I think that's it. I think we got through most of everything. Those are the big ones. I think it was pretty big. I hope. So, manga. Manga's coming along. We're probably at a stage where we're going to start talking about what the release looks like and the campaign with Rippaverse, because they usually do like a campaign where they like you sort of not necessarily like you don't invest in the books, but you like, I don't know, what do you call it, David? Like it's almost a crowdfund. I mean, it's not really.
Well, it's a pre-order campaign, and so I think normally what they do is you put out a limited number of special edition covers, and you can only get in the pre-order, right? And then I think just like the regular ones available or something after that. I'm not 100% sure. I know that there's some different things that are special when you purchase during the pre-order.
Yeah. Yes. If you as soon as that campaign, goes up, it'll be anybody. You guys will be. We'll let you guys know for sure. And the book's going to be great. I mean, the arts we shared some of it, and it will be. The content in that is going to be similar to the content that ends up being in the movie. So yeah, it's going to be.
That's
some extent.
Yeah, no, it
slightly different, but yeah, it's the same. I mean, here's the thing, guys, like same thing with the, this is an interesting thing, but like the manga will be a little different than the show. And the Penguin Random House graphic novels will be a little bit different from the show. They each have different, like Penguin Random House is going to have a different writer. They're adapting David's scripts, but things change in production. So as we go forward, so we're all starting with the same start out content. Like here's the story, and then as we go forward in production, you're changing stuff. I mean, sometimes you're changing things even kind of late. Like before you send stuff over, you're making decisions about what scenes work and what scenes don't work as you're watching them in the storyboards and the animatics. You might take out a scene. Well, that scene might not be taken out in the manga or in the graphic novel, or vice versa. You might add something that just wasn't in the script that the graphic novel was working off of. And
no, it's exactly, somebody said expand your story. That's exactly right. Like when it's a bad habit of mine. I just like write way too much. Then I got to cut it all, but we don't want to lose it. So we throw it into other books. I'm just kidding. I don't do that.
The manga, I think we're still looking at I think they're just a little bit behind on the manga right now, but not much. So, I mean, originally we were supposed to, I think it was like October.
We're a little bit behind. I mean, it's going really well. Like, I mean, we've shown some pages. It's just going a little slower, but it's progressing. the biggest thing with the manga was just getting started with the artist. She had to get used to the art style. So at first there was like a lot of notes, and at first there was kind of like, okay, not like that, like this. There was some stuff like that, and there was a lot of questions at the beginning, but we've kind of worked through those, and now the artwork is coming in faster and it's looking better, and that's a normal process, and it's going to continue to be that way. Like it'll be faster and get better as we go from chapter 1 to chapter 2 to chapter 3. But yeah, to answer the question on expanded content, yes, there's going to be stories and storylines in the manga that won't be anywhere else. I'm pretty sure what we talked about is there'll be storylines and things in the Penguin Random House book that won't be anywhere else. So there is like there's a lot of content. We wrote like a really, really long series Bible that has like all these different story ideas that we can't fit into a series. So it's going to be fun, I think. It's really fun for me, at least.
So a couple questions here. Merch. Yeah, so part of the deal with Rippaverse is they're going to do merch with us. And so when we do the pre-order campaign, it won't just be the manga. It's actually going to be other things too. Plushie is definitely, like a Zion plushie is definitely one of the things that they said they want to do. So yeah, that's just coordinating with Angel and Rippaverse to make this campaign really successful and make sure it's marketed well. But when you can buy the manga, you will also be able to buy different kinds of merch. For sure a plushie. I can't remember some of the other things they talked about. But statue, like a figurine, among some other things. So yeah, figures.
Yeah.
I'm so excited about having some figures for sure.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
And let's see. If anybody lives down in Orlando, November, I think 6th through the 8th, I'm going to be down in Orlando at the Reach conference. And we're going to be doing some fun stuff, giveaway, showing episode 1 and 2. Going to be doing, I think I shared this before, but I'm going to be doing like a draw off thing where we're going to be like live AI with another artist, and it'll be like me and another artist. The creator of a thing called Barely Biblical, if you've ever heard of Barely Biblical. And in the audience will be able to like basically kind of say what they want us to draw, and we're each going to draw. So they're going to kind of prompt us as live artists, like we're the live AI. So that should be fun. Let's see. Wait, a couple other questions. Someone asked about merch, and then someone asked about, what was it? It was way up here now. More merch. Crunchy, yeah. Crunchyroll is where it was basically with that kind of thing. So we have a letter of intent from Crunchyroll, which means they're going, hey, we intend to have a serious conversation when you guys have your content made. That's really what that means. And so they basically are going, we like this franchise, we like this IP. When you guys are completed and have a product ready to put on a streaming network, we would like to be one of the streaming networks that your show is on. And we have that is something that we're allowed to do with our agreement with Angel. And so, yeah, as long as the final product is something that Crunchyroll still is interested in, which I think it will be. I have a meeting with one of the head people at Crunchyroll next week. We're going to touch base again. I think it'll be good. And so hopefully that'll be more exposure, get the film out on Crunchyroll as well. Just get more people watching the show, building more fans, making more stuff. So, yeah, I think, will the movie just be for Angel Guild? Nope. It'll be on Angel Guild. It may be exclusive on Angel Guild for a minute. I don't actually know yet. but it'll be on Angel Guild and probably on Crunchyroll.
I mean, we
We don't know
don't
for
really know yet. Like, just to be completely honest, like we would love it to be as many places as it can be. But we don't know exactly where it's going to be at first for sure.
yeah.
It'll definitely be on
It'll be
Angel.
on Angel. Yeah.
Yeah, we know it'll be on Angel for sure. We'd like it to be more places, but we'll see. Those
And
things got to get worked out.
and yeah, the conversations we've had with leadership at Angel, that's like they get that. Like they understand that like Gabriel, this is a franchise that can and should have a wide exposure.
Yeah.
Okay, updates on the web comic. So I actually have like 2 more pages that I'm hoping to put put out soon. David looked at the scripts for those, and um it's kind of, I think it's going in a fun direction.
Yeah.
But it'll probably slow down. Like when we really crank into it, I'm hoping to have 5 or 6 pages done before we kind of really get into it. That way we can like release them. Like we can get them kind of inked and put them out on social. And it'll be kind of a nice introduction to the story. It should give our social team some content to put out. The manga, someone asked about the manga, and whether that'll be put out digitally. I think so. I think it will be.
We've talked about that. Yeah, I don't know what I don't
They
know what
were.
Riververse does for.
So I had a conversation. They don't really do anything. They didn't when we started this with them. But they were like, well, yeah, we definitely are open to it being put on, like something like Webtoons or something like that. So yeah, we'll just have to
Cool.
talk with them again, because maybe they might have their own web platform by the time it comes out. So we'll see. And they might want it on their platform. Yeah, I saw that. It's really awesome. Yeah.
That is awesome.
Yeah, looks great. Looks great. I'm looking at it again. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe we can chat. Maybe if you're interested, Gentle X Fist, to ink some of the other pages, maybe that could work. And talk about it. And then there'll be nice clean pages to put out on Insta and stuff. So cool. I think that's it.
I think that's it. Yeah, I gotta get back to writing.
Yeah. I gotta get back to watching Alien Earth. Or I mean,
Oh
drawing.
wait, what?
I don't know, dude. I freaking
Are you watching that?
loving it. I love that show. It's really good. I love aliens. I love the alien universe.
Is it like is it, I mean, I haven't watched all of this stuff. I watched like the original one and I saw like, Alien and Aliens, but there was like a bunch of sequels and stuff. They all seemed kind of janky.
Alien and Aliens, the first 2 are phenomenal. And then you can kind of skip everything, in my opinion, after that until Romulus, the one that came out a couple of years ago, because that was amazing. And then Alien Earth is also really good. That's
Yeah,
my
I mean
take.
the second Aliens movie was my favorite movie as a 6-year-old. It was so fun. I
So good.
watched it every night before I went to bed.
Yeah. That was so good. Cool. Okay. Thank you guys so much. We'll do this again soon. And next Friday, be there, because we're gonna all watch episode 2 animatic, and then we're gonna launch the contest for the table read. So all right, we will see you guys soon. Catch you on the flippity flop.
Have a good weekend. Bye.